Hey there, fellow marketers. I know I screw up sometimes. I'm gonna guess sometimes you screw up. I mean, it's just the way of the world. We all screw up sometimes. And for companies, when they screw up, there's some things they could do to kind of unscrew up from their screwed up situations, okay? And so we're gonna go through today is just look at a few things that a company can do to unscrew up. And the first thing you need to do when you have upset customers, when you've messed up, or maybe you don't even realize you messed up, is listen to your customers. Yes, we all have irate customers that just like to complain, that want to get a discount or something like that. And the thing is, the issues they bring up actually aren't always jokes. Sometimes it's actual issues that we might not know about. So you want to listen to those complaints. What are people seeing wrong? Where are we messing up? I know from my videos, people are like, hey, they'll comment down, hey, your audio's off. And I'm like, oh, you're right, the audio is off. What happened there? I'm learning about mistakes that I had by listening to your clients. Because clients do have issues and we can learn from them and we can fix those problems, okay? Because people want to have their problems heard and they want to have their problems taken seriously and they want their problems to be dealt with. And if you do that, it's a lot more likely you're going to unscrew up than if you just ignore them and pretend like they're not there. Because what happens when you ignore someone when they're upset? They just get more and more and more and more upset. I mean, go look at Google reviews or Facebook reviews and stuff like that. Or my favorite, going to TripAdvisor, look at the 1-star reviews. You'll see those people had a small problem, and then someone didn't help them or didn't take them seriously, so then it went from writing 1 bad review to writing 10 bad reviews on every single website about that hotel. That's why it's important. First start with just listening. And it works in real life too. If you screw up with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse, your partner, your kids, just listen. Be like, hey, why are you upset? Okay, you know what? You're right. I totally did mess up. I got the wrong Hostess cupcakes. My bad. I mean, think about it. This goes a long way to unscrew up. And that's why it's important for the next thing you do to unscrew up or unscrew up faster is really unscrewing up faster by finding a quick solution that will solve the problem. So if you know something's not working, fix it as fast as you can. Because the last thing people want is for their problem to sit there and not get fixed and not get fixed and not get fixed. And then when it does get fixed, like, why didn't you do it that way sooner? Because if you put it off long enough, it seems like that good solution at the end is actually the best solution they could have done. Like, why did I wait 10 weeks for this when you could have done it in 10 days? I know for me with my phone carrier, they have this like, oh, call us up and you can pay on your phone. And so I call it up and it's like, oh, the credit card isn't working. You need to talk to a person. So I'm like, all right. So I call a person. They're like, oh, well, you should be able to use your credit card. Just call them back. I'm like, well, I just called the credit card number and it sent me here. Well, call them, just do it again. I'm like, all right. I hang up, I call again. Your credit card won't work. I'm like, all right, so they call the number. So I call the number again. And they're like, oh, well, who put you should call it. I'm like, dude, I just called. And then I just called again and it still didn't work. Could you help me with this? Well, we're gonna put you on the automated one and you can put your credit card in there. I'm like, dude, I know for a fact you can put my credit card number in and you can do this over the phone. Oh no, we'll get the system work. Don't you worry. I'm like, dude, I mean, this was a half an hour of me like, dude, just put the number in because the automatic system kept crashing, not working. And then after 30 minutes, the guy's like, all right, well, I guess I'll put your number in. I'm like, why did I waste 30 minutes of my life when you could have just done this in the first place? Quick and easy. That's why it's really important. If you can fix something fast, fix it fast, because then people move on to something else. They don't dwell on the problem. And I think what's important is when you fix the problem, what you need to realize is the next thing I want to talk about unscrewing up is giving a fair solution. Now, I'm not saying the customer is always right and give the customer everything they want. Like, oh, I spilled my soda. Oh, well, then you get 10 extra fries. No. What you want to do is give an equitable solution, a fair solution. Oh, there was no, your food isn't cooked, your steak isn't cooked all the way through. Hey, we'll fix that. We'll take that off the bill. We're not going to give you the whole bill for free, but we'll take that menu item off there because you already drank 6 beers and had 4 other entrees. So I'm not going to give you everything for free, but I will take that off. You got to find something that's equitable because if you just give it away, and they're like, oh, well, I'll give everything for free. People might take advantage of that for one, but for you as a business, that's not fair because you gave away $200 of free food because you messed up a $10 steak. Does that seem right? The math doesn't work. So you got to make sure it's fair. And the thing is you have to realize is if companies really try to unscrew up, they can actually turn upset customers into fans. I know me and my Wolters World channel. We did a video. Or actually, my Best Economics Fact. It's an old channel I had. And I did a song called Idioto Português, which is like Portuguese idiot, which was made off the American Idiot song. And I was just making, singing in Portuguese, doing some stuff and having a good time. A parody video, right? Dude gets on there, comments, "You deserve the same fate as Saddam Hussein. You can burn in hell." I'm like, whoa, dude, obviously upset customer. I need to listen to him. What is he so upset for? He was upset because he felt I was insulting Portugal because he didn't realize that it was a parody. And so I wrote him back and said, hey, look, I'm not trying to insult anybody. It's a parody video, so we're having fun with it. And then that's why I'm making fun of the telenovelas, and I'm talking about the food and stuff like that, and the things that people talk about Portugal. And the guy's like, wait, you actually really do know a lot about Portugal. And I see what you're doing now. Oh, my bad, man. I'm so sorry about that. And he became actually a really big fan when we first started Wolters World. He came on there and was promoting our videos a lot too. So it's weird how you can turn upset customers into actually brand champions if you work at unscrewing up. Unfortunately, a lot of companies will just turn their backs and be like, your problem, pal, not my problem. And of course, then you turn them off forever. I mean, there's been brands that we've loved. Like there's airlines we used to fly with all the time, and they kept screwing up, and they just said, your problem. Like, no, you canceled our flights. How is that my problem? I'm confused. And so you have that. So you got to realize the unscrew up, you have a better chance they're going to stick with you if they're a little upset. So I hope this helps you have a few ideas about how you might unscrew up if you do mess up. And the thing is, this works for, like business relationships and personal relationships as well. So I hope that helps. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.